What is up, all my dorks, nerds, geeks, and gamers? It's your host, Ghost here, and today we're going to be checking out a game called Crimson Desert. This is from the Game Awards show a couple weeks ago, so we're going to hop right in, see what we can see, and then we're going to talk about it. I believe this is a medieval-based game, and it has very awesome, very good graphics, much like Black Myth Wukong. So let's see what we can see, and let's talk about it. So here we go, hopping right in. It's a work in progress by Pearl Abyss, studio I've never heard of. But graphics-wise, literally looks photorealistic, environments at least. I mean, look at these environments. Beautiful grasslands, rocky canyons, sand and dirt, and the sunsets, the reflections, the shadows, all of it looks very, very real. But these are also landscape shots, so you can definitely tell a difference when it gets lower, and lower scale, smaller scale, where you can see the battles and the action and all that. But from a pulled-out landscape perspective, they got everything correct: the clouds, the lighting, the reflections on the water and the sky, everything. Now here you can start to see it's a video game, but even here the water looks crystal clear, beautiful. Now let's see if the actual game itself can draw us in besides the graphics. Looks like you got a cool world here. It looks like orcs and humans kind of mixing, combining in this open world. Looks like there's plenty of NPCs to make it feel alive and real. This does look like an adventure medieval type game where you're going to be horseback riding in open world, finding weapons and shields and having a medieval adventure sort of thing. Look at those leaves, looks so good. Now it looks like they haven't done any voice acting yet, so I assume that's why it's silent. But it looks like it's going to be good, depending on who they get to portray the voices and act the characters out. But it looks like a full-fledged game. Like there's going to be a complete 15-20 hour story here in this beautiful world. Character models look great. I wouldn't say they look as good as the environments, but they do look really, really good. But man, those environments are just some of the best environments I think I've ever seen in a video game. That's including Black Myth Wukong, that's including Metal Gear Solid 5, that's including Uncharted. Combat looks just as fun. Look how fast-paced and awesome this looks. Blood spurting everywhere, particle effects from the shields, the wind and the grass and the leaves all blowing, looks amazing. Fast pace, definitely not what I thought it would be, but I like the fast pacedness of it. Very cool, very awesome. And he kind of slings the blood off his blade. That was awesome. Axes, different weapon types, play styles, very awesome. Power attacks there. Man, those environments, even in action, look really, really well. I don't see any frame rate drops. I don't see any dips. It looks smooth. It looks really well. Really good. Flame effects when people are on fire and the environment. It all is working the way it should. Snow. You have every type of environment here, and it all looks perfect. So you can actually grab another knight there and kind of use him as a human shield and then stab him in the back. That was cool. Combat needs a little bit of work. There's a few frames missing on certain things, but it looks good. Puzzle solving. Now we're on puzzle solving areas. Lots of challenges, action-packed moments like that where you're running. Dragons, very awesome. Caverns, dungeons, very cool. Swinging, exploration, hunting, and animals. So this literally has everything you want from a first-person game, cranked up to an 11 or a 12 is what this is. Mystical powers, gods. Very cool. Story looks like it's going to be epic. It's going to go all over the place. Particle effects look really good for what they are. The lighting effects when the lightning's going on is really awesome. Monsters up in the church. Very cool. It almost looks like a mounting mechanic, kind of like Shadow of the Colossus. That's what I'm getting a vibe of. But man, that dragon shot is absolutely amazing. Flying through the sky, all the explosions around them, awesome. So good. More particle effects here with the cubes floating around. This is definitely next gen at its peak. This is what next gen needs to be for every game. This and Black Myth Wukong are the pinnacles of what next gen should be. But it is a Chinese company, so we'll see if it turns out the way they advertise. So, winter 2021, so it is coming next year, guys. Get all the latest news at crimsondesert.com. So that was the trailer. Let's talk about it. So that game looks absolutely beautiful. Another Chinese developer doing big things on next-gen consoles and PCs. Depending on what the final product turns out like, we'll see. But from what they're showing us and what they're promising, everything they're promising looks really well. Looks like it runs well, and it looks like they have a grasp on what they want it to do. So I'm going to give this the benefit of the doubt. I'm looking forward to this. I know it's probably going to be a PC exclusive for a while, so I'm going to have to check this out in winter 2021 when it comes out. Leave your comments down below what you think of Crimson Desert. Is this a fantasy type game you're looking forward to playing or not? Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, guys, keep it right here on Dorkston. I've been your host, Ghost. Adios.